Streaming countrywide on Prime Media Plus.
On DSTV channel 885 and across the city
On 567 AM.
Now, we've spoken many times before about and with Vintage with Love, a team of local ladies who turned their love of fashion into a way of doing good. In case you need reminding, they host regular fashion sales, pop-up events and store sales where vintage dresses, shoes, handbags, coats, jeans, you name it, gently pre-loved goods of really high caliber are sold. So the buyer gets to walk away with a nearly new fashion find that they get to add to their wardrobe. The money that is raised by the selling is ploughed straight into education and literacy programs. And of course, there's a third tier here. The planet benefits by keeping another piece of potential fashion waste out of the dump sites. It is a win-win-win situation. And I wanted to take some time to chat to them again today because their next big annual sale is just around the corner. And we wanted to give you the heads up in case you want to go and do some shopping. It's a pleasure to have with me on the line part of the Vintage with Love team, Debbie Smuts. Debbie, lovely to have you on the show again. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Pippa, and thank you for inviting me back on your show.
It's always a pleasure.
You've just about said it all for me, actually.
I hope not, because I hope you're going to give us much more detail than that. Debbie, before we talk about the sale, let's just start with a little bit more fleshing out that context, because it's one thing to give the headlines, but it's quite another to really tell the story of how this concept has grown. How many years has it been now? And just remind us where you started and where you are now.
Okay, fine. We have now been going for 11 years, Pippa,
Sure.
Can you believe it? We started in 2013 in Johannesburg. Lee Ord and Jacques Myburg Kamali decided that they were going to clear out their closets, ask a couple of friends to do the same, and host a garage sale and donate the funds to a little reading program that they'd come across. And it just grew from there. Eventually, they didn't start in the garage. They were hosted at the Dimension Data campus in Bryanston, and we've never looked back since then. They asked me to host the first sale in Cape Town in 2015.
Okay.
And since 2015, we've been having a biannual sale, 1 year Joburg, 1 year Cape Town. And over that time, we've raised close to 10 million rand for literacy.
Sure. What a story.
Yeah.
What a story.
And all through second-hand clothing.
And I mean, Debbie, it's absolutely remarkable. 10 million rand with what started as somebody going, you know what, I've got too many clothes in my cupboard, let me move some of them on.
100%.
And I mean, instead of saying, okay, throw them away or just give them away, let's find a way to make this work a little bit harder. Debbie, the kinds of beneficiaries have always been aligned with literacy, with education. That's been quite consistent from day one. Is it still the case?
Consistent.
Yeah.
It is still the case, and we are still supporting the 8 core, probably 6-7 charities that we started supporting in 2013. So very important, Pippa, because we have walked the journey with those charities, and more importantly, with the children who they have educated. So a lot of those children were not able to read when these programs were introduced to them, and they are now in they've matriculated, they're in university, and the programs are working, and children are being able to are given a future, put it that way.
Yeah.
Because we mustn't forget that 81% of grade 4s in this country cannot read with meaning. It's chronic. So with all of us being ex-teachers, we decided, right, this is where we're going to make a difference. So our charities are definitely all literacy-based and growing from strength to strength.
Phenomenal. The likes of the Shine Literacy Project, Read to Rise. There are teacher intern programs. There are maths and science academies. I mean, all of the details are on the website if you want to go and explore the different organizations you've been supported over the years. But that gives you a sense of where the money goes. Now, Debbie, let's just talk a little bit about how the process works, because I'm embarrassed to say that every time you've asked me to come to your sale, every second here faithfully, it's always been on a night where I had something else on. And for the first time this year, on Thursday, I am coming to shop at Vintage with Love. So as a complete newbie, tell me what I should expect when I arrive at the sale.
Okay, so on arrival, well, first of all, bring lots of cash.
Okay.
Secondly, when you arrive on Thursday night, it's our opening night, Annalise Caterers are doing a beautiful, yummy spread for us. We have Waterford Wines will be handing out wines. Graham Beck will be handing out some bubbles. And Abstinence will be handing out drinks for those who don't drink alcohol. Mm-hmm. You'll have a little snack and a drink, and then the doors open. And Pippa, can I tell you something? That women get to the front of the queue when they arrive. They don't really care about the food and drinks.
They just want the front seat.
Okay. And we open the doors, and then we have repurposed this massive space which the waterfront donate to us, the Cape Town Cruise Terminal Arrivals Hall.
Wow.
We turn it into a shopping experience. There are beautiful couches. There's a bar. We have cappuccinos, and you just browse, because you've got to browse, right? Mm-hmm. You can't just walk in. It's not like walking into a normal clothing store and everything's in sizes, etc. You have to look. We color code everything. It looks beautiful.
Okay.
But obviously it's a form of thrifting, and you've just got to keep looking. But I guarantee you'll go home with pieces which you'll wear for a long time, and people will comment on them, and then you're able to say, oh, I bought this at Vintage.
Okay, and tell them the story of what that supports, and hopefully encourage them to clean out their cupboards. Debbie?
Absolutely, and you can drop off clothes here during the sale.
Yep.
And if you aren't able to do that this weekend, we have our shop at 46A Canterbury Street, and you can drop off donations there. And Muller's Optometrists throughout the Western Cape are a drop-off shop.
Okay.
Orms is a drop-off shop, and Desiree stores are drop-off shops.
Fantastic to know. What are the criteria of what you're looking for, Debbie? I've already got a couple of people saying, how do I know? Because it sounds like it's label driven. It's not only high fashion catwalk stuff you're looking for.
So let me explain. If somebody hands in a really good condition white T-shirt, for example, if we can sell that T-shirt for 200 Rand. That keeps a child in a reading program for a week. So it's very powerful.
Yeah.
Don't think your clothes aren't good enough. Anything. We take anything, Pippa, as long as it's not obviously like really rubbish jumble.
Okay.
But we will sift through everything. We have causes for clothes that we can't sell. We pass on to different people in need. We've got it all set up. So please don't think, oh, no, my stuff's not good enough. Your Woolworths top, your Trainery top, your Mango top, your H&M top, rather donate them to us, and we can educate a child.
Okay. Not to say that the Manolo Blahniks and the Chanel are not welcome either, but absolutely take your point, Debbie, that it's anything that's in good condition, that is still in sort of, think about the end user, something that's dignified to pass on to a second wearer and in good condition. And, and if it's in any doubt, then Debbie and her team will redirect it appropriately.
We will redonate. 100%. We've just been unpacking all the boxes today at the venue.
Yeah.
And my word, Pippa, we have got some stunning stuff here.
Well, my closet is in urgent need of a revamp, Debbie, so I'm looking forward to my shopping experience. But let's more importantly tell our listeners where and when they need to come along, because it's a multi-day event. So you've told us the venue is the Cruise Terminal Arrivals Hall at the V&A Waterfront. What dates and times is it going to be open?
So we open on Thursday the 27th. And we trade Friday. So the 27th is our opening night, and that is from 5 until 8. And that gives, it's a little bit more expensive, $3.50 a ticket. That gives people pre-shopping privilege, put it that way.
Okay.
Then Friday, it's all day, 9 until 6. And that's 50 Rand a ticket, but you can use that ticket Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Same Saturday now, we're trying something new because the rugby test is on.
Yes.
So we're opening at 7 in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so that people can miss they can get into the waterfront, because when there's a big event on, you can't get into the waterfront. So we're going to run a little campaign, and it's called Come and Shop Before You Balk.
Okay, like it.
So that's Saturday. And on Sunday, we open from 9 till 2.
Okay, so it's this week, opening night Thursday evening, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the cruise terminal in the V&A waterfront. Yes. Debbie, you used the words bring lots of cash, but just in case that's caused any confusion, what sort of payment options are available?
So we have credit card machines, we have... what else do we have? Yoko and SnapScan.
Okay, so you have, and do you take cash as well in actual?
Well, we try not to, so preferably, but we will if people come along with cash.
So if you only have cash, that's acceptable, but preferably try to use one of the electronic options. And the last thing to ask is, do you need to bring your own shopping bags to haul off all the goodies in?
So we have been donated a whole lot of paper shopping bags, but what we are doing is we're asking people to bring along their Woolies bags or any, old shopping paper bags that they've got at home that have been collected. We are collecting those. One important thing, Pippa, is people cannot bring in big handbags.
Okay.
They must wear a sling bag, please.
Okay, please take note of that. No big handbags for understandable security reasons, I'd imagine. Debbie, thank you.
Yes,
glad you mentioned that. Okay, well, I will be seeing you on Thursday night, and I'm bringing Amy McIver with me to make sure that I buy things that look decent and fit well. She knows more about these things than I do.
Here, Pippa.
Sorry?
We have a stylist here.
Oh.
We have a stylist on duty, and she will happily help you.
I'm going to take you up on that, Debbie. I will see you and her on Thursday evening. Debbie Smuts.
Can't wait.
Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon. Speaking there on behalf of Vintage with Love, do take advantage of the big sale happening at the cruise terminal in the V&A waterfront from the 27th to the 30th.